I can't hear you there. No audio. Hi, everyone.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Sorry about that, folks. I just learned a short while ago that the Facebook live feed is not going up, and that's my fault because I thought I set it for 6:25. I set it to 6:15, so I'm trying to fix it right now, but let me just go in the quick introduction, and I'll turn over the mat while I try to put out some fires here. So, for those that are just watching us for the first time, I'm Robert Lee, the executive video producer of ShaLaLaLa Productions, where we create marketing videos, as well as providing live streaming service with special focus to the education and the medical field, as well as especially in pop culture. And I'm here with
Matt Haas. I have a YouTube channel. It's called All Things YouTube. This is a keychain that says All Things YouTube. I follow YouTube and I share with the world the secrets of how to be awesome on YouTube. In short, I help you make searchable videos that people will watch. And that one sentence is the key to all YouTube. If you got that figured out, you got it figured out. So I am glad to be here.
I'm gonna turn it over to Matt, see if I can get the Facebook up and running. So I'm gonna if you don't mind, I'm gonna go solo on you. So
you got it.
The stage is all yours.
Welcome to my new channel and my new show. Pay no attention to this person over here.
It goes without saying.
The man behind the curtain.
Shoot, I had this working before. Hang on, folks.
Let's say hi to people in the chat. We have Cheryl Wolf, John Kowaleski, Jaden, and the Cutting Edge TV. Enjoy Jax. Those are the ones that are live. More people are coming in. Share this around. I'm going to show you the hottest, the most awesomest brand new feature on the YouTubes. And you're not going to want to miss it. Drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So YouTube came out with something that I think, and many other people think, is going to put a big, big hurting on Twitch. Because YouTube just figured out something pretty darn slick. It's called YouTube Clips. There's a Clips feature. Well, it's just called Clips. I don't know why I said it that way. Let me get it up here. YouTube Clips is a way anyone, I'll talk about it first, is a way anyone can take a small snippet of your video, make their own URL from it, and publish it anywhere. Now, the whole URL thing's kind of a minor point, but the point, the bigger reason why this is awesome is because when people click on that link, it's going to go to your video. They're not stealing your video. They're not pulling it down off of YouTube and posting it somewhere else. Hey, Simply Wooden Creations is here. It's my friend Russ Clarity. Hi, Russ. We're talking YouTube Clips, baby. Anyway, so when someone watches this clip that someone else makes, you get all of the watch time. You get all of the analytics because it just points you back to your own video. And the video play page is kind of interesting too because the video play page has everything else turned off except the video player and one little box. And the video player just has the 5 to 60 second playable area on the play bar, highlightable, and there's all these ways to escape out of it and watch your whole video. It's a brand new way others can bring people to your YouTube video and watch a small section of your video, which you get full credit for, and a super easy way for them to turn off the clip feature and just watch all of your video. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so let me show you what this is like. This is going to be amazing. All right, I will share my screen. There we go. So here are the YouTubes. And notice down here, there is a new now this will only appear on some videos until this is rolled out worldwide. I just happen to know this video has this new button. Can you see this button? It's called clip. So let's say you're watching this video and this guy comes on. So this is the host, and then he introduces this co-host, and you want to clip out that co-host. So this is what you do. You hit the clip, and then you get this little slide bar over here, and this is where you want to clip it. And you can go all the way down to 5 seconds or all the way out to 60 seconds. And again, you can push that anywhere you want. So let's just say I want the first 5 seconds of when he introduces the co-host, like maybe like that right there. You must give it a title. So I'll title this guy, right? Okay, and I hit share clip. It will generate its own URL. This is something different than your play URL, the URL that would be on your video on the play page. Copy that, and then you can obviously share it anywhere you wanted to share it. Oh, somehow I went into full screen mode. And then let me dump this in here. So this is what you would get. Now look, this is where it gets exciting. It's only this 5 second looping. Can you see it loop? It's hard to tell it's looping, but it's only looping. And if you wanted to watch more of this, all you do is X out of this or watch full clip or click anywhere other than the video. And now the whole video is unlocked. One more thing before we get into comments is now that you've done this one time, you come out to the front page of the service, and now you have a brand new clips area over on the left nav bar. And then you can see all of your clips. And you can share it from here or delete it or do other things. Now, here's the important thing about this. The important thing is users do this. This isn't something controlled by the creator. Every user is going to be able to make clips of any video that's public on the service, and they're going to be able to share them around and do them anyway. What better way to get free marketing than this? And you get all the analytics. It's your video. They're not taking anything from you. John Kowaleski says, oh yeah, brand new way for me to make IG story clips from my podcast videos. Septuple exclamation marks. Nice. Yeah, it totally is. Now, why is this going to crush? Why is this going to crush Twitch? I see Jaden says, I don't have the clips. Here's the thing. Clips will only appear on videos that YouTube deems acceptable until it's fully rolled out. They're going to roll this out 100% of videos across the entire platform. It's going to go to a few select gamers. So it's not like you don't have it. You just haven't landed on a video that has it yet. So it's not, that's how they're...
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's how they're going to do it. So don't worry about it. So there's nothing that you're missing. You just haven't landed on a video that has the feature enabled yet. It's not something that's going to be enabled on your channel, for example. It's just something that's going to be granted on certain channels' videos until it's fully rolled out. I don't think it'll take long to roll all of this out. Now, why is this going to kill Twitch? Not kill Twitch. It's going to hurt Twitch. It's because Twitch doesn't have it as elegant as this. It's not. And YouTube is doing this for all videos, live streams, and for edited videos. All videos on the platform. Live streams, they wanted to do it it was requested to do it just for live streams, but why not? A video is a video. You know what I mean? So you can already they have similar features on live streams because here's a funny thing. Joe Rogan, back in the day, he would have his interviews live to the internet. And before the interview was done, people would have clips of his videos already out there. He was like, what? People were just doing screen recorders, hitting play, just watching the live stream live. And then they would pause their screen recorder, grab the MP4, and they would post it to their channel while it was live. So YouTube came out with a way for live streamers to make other clips. This is going off on a different area. I'm just saying the similar things have been recognized on the platform, and they've turned that on. So anyway, clips. Twitch isn't doing it as elegantly. I think that the clips on Twitch are a separate content object. So they're a full other separate video, not combined, not overlaid on top of, not even overlaid. It's not built the way YouTube built it the right way. And that escape hatch, there's so many escape hatches to leave the little clip limited view and expose your whole video, begging people to watch all of it. Because the idea is, oh, someone comes over to watch a 5 to 60 second clip. Hey, if you delivered content, if you were bringing it, you were providing value, why wouldn't they just want to say, yeah, I want to watch more? Because they can even see in the timeline. They're like, oh, it's only, the timeline's this big, and I'm only allowed, the clips only has this little bit. It's begging. The interface is just begging you to watch more. So that is YouTube clips, and I'm excited.
Sweet.
I know, right? I'm telling you, the bet is on YouTube. YouTube is where you need to be. Twitch isn't cutting it. Other services aren't cut. Mixer. Oh, should I go to Mixer? Boof. Mixer blew up. It's gone. It evaporated. YouTube is here to stay, and they are crushing. They are crushing it. When these big YouTubers, when Ninja came back over and just did a test stream on YouTube after he was released from Mixer, 10 times more people on YouTube than he had over on Twitch. It's insane. It's insane. YouTube is where you want to plant your flagpole. I'm telling you. Now, the one thing Twitch has that's a little bit easy, now this is a false sense of security. The one thing Twitch has that's a little bit better than YouTube is you can get partnered with less effort over on Twitch.
How's that
and when
so?
You're partnered, yeah, pretty sure. It's hard to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours because that's what you need to get into the revenue sharing program over on YouTube, the YPP.
Right.
It's a little bit easier to get partnered over on Twitch. But the point is, just because you hit that milestone first, the ceiling isn't there. Like it's hard to explode on Twitch. It's much easier to explode over on YouTube.
So we got a question, I think, from Simply Wooden Creations. He said he's still a little confused, but I guess he'll have to use it to understand more about it.
Okay. Let me explain it a different way.
All right.
YouTube has a way for any user, not the channel owner, any user to take a small portion of your video and share it out to the world. And when they share it, they're going to come to your play page, and the play page is going to be altered to only allow the 5 to 60 second sharing snippet that the user configured. I'll go into it again here. And
okay.
And then once they're on the play page, they can unlock it. So let me go back to sharing.
All right, let me just get you back up here.
So here's the clip I did. I have a clip in my library. And when you play the clip, now anyone could land on this clip. Look at the interface. Can you tell it's grayed out? Like you can kind of see the interface elements. Like, can you kind of see Nick Nimmin real grayed out there? So it's hinting that there's more. But this is the Creator Insider channel's actual video. And I landed on their video page, and I can't escape out of that little area. Like, only that area is playable because that's the way the clip creator, some user on YouTube, enabled it. And then if you click somewhere else, it unlocked, it took that overlay lock away, and now it's the full video, and I can play all 8.5 minutes of this rather than just the 5 seconds that was configured on the clip. That is what we're talking about there. So it's not a separate video. It's just a different viewing experience on your play page. And any user can do this. And any user can do it if this shows up here. This little button is going to start showing up across the interface. It's only going to be on a very few number of videos to start with, and then it's going to be on a lot of gaming channels to start with, and then it's going to be system-wide. So just look for that clip, and if you see it, you have full access to the feature. Like, let's say there's another, oh, this is Tom. Like, I'm a big fan of Tom, okay? So let's say I wanna clip that out. I can clip this. Here's the interface. I can go, this is where Tom's speaking. Maybe I only want, maybe I'll do like 10 seconds. Well, I kind of missed Tom there. Let me go back. More Tom. Where's Tom? Did I miss him? There he is. Okay, let's say, okay, this is the clip I want. I have to give it a title. It's Tom. Yay. Share the clip. Copy it. And then I can say someone gets my URL. When they come here, it goes to the play page that's altered. Play page is grayed out except for this box up here. And it's only looping in this 10-second. Can you see it's kind of just, it's looping. Now it's back to 523, 524, 526, 528. And oh, now back to 523. It's just looping, looping, looping. Oh, Tom was talking about something really cool. Let me watch the full freaking video. Click the button, and it releases the lockout. That's what we're talking about here, folks. Stop sharing. Yeah, that's it. That is the clips feature. And as simple as that sounds, one, it's a cool engineering feat to like enable an altered view of the play page. Two, it brings you back to the play page so the creator gets all of the glory, all of the watch time, all of the metrics, all of the views, and it's user driven. It's not something the creator has to do. So it's not like it's going to change your workflow if you're making videos on YouTube. You make your videos, you post your videos, you go on your merry way. Clips are going to happen. Clips are here, baby. And it's this, what I showed you is a lot more convenient than clips over on Twitch. Yeah, it is the bomb. Let me see. Okay, yeah. That's what we have for you. Clips. I'm excited about it. It's just making the platform better. And I love when the platform has a brand new feature. This is a brand new feature. I mean, I get excited when there's a new analytic. I mean, this is a whole freaking new feature. And it has benefit. Like, there's a clear benefit to this feature. Why aren't I excited? I mean, why wouldn't I be excited? Because the platform's getting better.
Yeah, I was wondering about when it would be available, but let me see if I can pull up the response. Because like before we went on air earlier this week, I reached out to YouTube and asked them, and this is what they said. Because I'm all about getting the answers. So they respond and say the clips feature in limited alpha and currently available with selected numbers of gaming channels to collect feedback. We hope to roll this feature out to more creators' channels in the future. Reach back out if you have other questions, which I did. And I asked them if when the rollout would be, and sure enough, they said, let me see if I can get the scroll.
So we just told you, it's coming when it's coming.
We don't have a specific time yet. We'll make sure we'll make the announcement. So
yeah.
So it's one of those. We're gonna have to.
It won't be long.
Right. So, but they just didn't have a specific time because my guess is if we were to pin them down a date and they didn't deliver, oh, so they're just trying to troll management, I guess is the best way to put it. So, but Matt, do you have access to it or are you able to get it in advance of others, or are you still waiting like?
Well, see, that's just it. It's not something I will have access to. It's something that's going to appear on videos, and if you land on a video that has the feature, you can use it. So it's not like the Awesome Wood Things channel is going to one day get it. That's not how it works. It's just the button's going to show up on people's videos on a rollout, and eventually it's going to be on every video on the platform. I don't think it's going to take long. I mean, it doesn't, I mean, I know a lot about web development, and I know what it actually takes to put together a global website. And since this is an altered version of an existing page, you know, they're just altering the experience on the page. It's not that, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's less difficult than doing a brand new thing. Like the shorts, for example,
right, would
be way more engineering effort because that's a brand new content ID. Mm-hmm. You know, a content type, I should say. That's a different type of a classification of content on the platform. So yeah, shorts would take probably 20 times the effort than what you just saw here. So that's why I think it's going to be a somewhat accelerated rollout. And yeah, who doesn't want the public doing this to their clips? I mean, don't be on YouTube if you don't. There's no reason as a content creator, as a channel owner, not to want this feature. Yeah, you're on YouTube so your stuff can reach people. Hello. This is, why not have an army of the internet grabbing your interesting stuff and splashing it all over Twitter, all over Instagram, put it everywhere. Yeah.
I like how from what I read about it, I just love the ability to be able to promote it. Like the fact you can have it on your emails to drive traffic to the video there. I mean,
look at my cheat sheet. Where's my oh gosh, what happened to that sucker? It's around here somewhere. I have this little piece of paper. Oh, here it is. It's
okay.
Turned upside down. You know, little cheat sheet of what to do after you publish a video. And a lot of them are make a 60-second video for Instagram, make a 60-second video for Facebook. Some of these actions are make little tiny versions of your content to promote elsewhere. Why not just use clips? You got it now. I mean, there's a few reasons why you would want to actually render out another video as the content creator, but this is a viable option for a lot of use cases. So yeah, I love it. I love it. Get better, YouTube. Get better as a platform. Make it easier for users. If the users are happy, the content channel owners are happy. If the content channel owners and the users are happy, the advertisers are going to be happy. And I know people don't like to talk about advertisers, but guess what? They're a major contributor to the success of YouTube because YouTube's got to have money.
Right.
And you know how they get money? They get money from advertisers, and they get money from super chats, super stickers, and the YouTube premium service. And now the memberships. Those are the incoming revenue streams and at one time, there was only 2.5 years ago? I mean, it wasn't long where the only revenue was advertisers. Advertisers had all the power because if you if you cheesed off the advertisers,
Right.
your whole website would tank because everything would dry up. So YouTube was wicked smart. How do they say it up there in Massachusetts? They're wicked smart.
Yeah, don't be wicked retarded.
So anyway, so YouTube has very strategically and very intelligently increased the number of revenue streams to lessen the impact, lessen the influence advertisers have on the platform, which is great for creators. Creators just want to post their stuff and have it reach. Anyway, I'm gushing about YouTube. I love YouTube. I love Google. Google owns YouTube. I love YouTube. I'm telling you, it's a safe bet to invest your time and your energy and to put your business on YouTube. Never put your business in only one exclusive place, like I have websites and other things like that. But I'm telling you, you're not going to get burned. You're not likely to get burned on YouTube. That's my story. That's what I have to share with the interwebs.
Wait, did you say don't get burned? Hang on a second. Okay.
I shut the heat vent. I closed the heat register in this office. It's the dead of winter. It's
Right.
36 degrees out. It was colder earlier, and I'm like, I do not need to look at all of these lights. These lights are pumping out the heat, baby. So I have no need for heat in this specific room.
Right now, I gotta probably light my shorts on fire just to get a little warmth in here. So,
You're lucky.
Because I got like a window behind me, so I can feel a little bit of the draft there. So I had the heater on, but I was afraid that you might hear the.
Consumer electronics love the cold. Love the cold. So
Man,
everything runs better.
I thought you were gonna say like everything better with Blue Bonnet on it, but that's another product.
You know what Microsoft did?
What'd they do?
They got this big submersible tank. Looks like a big. You know when you go to the place to get the propane filled, and they got that big white propane tank the size of a truck. You know, it looks like a big pill. They put servers in this thing, and they put it at the bottom of a bay that's like real cold, and the steel walls get real cold, and it makes all the like racks of servers on the inside. They put it down there for like 3 years to see if they could run servers remotely from this pill at the bottom of the coal. They brought it up. They brought it up 3 years later, and and they were remotely. They had cables going out to the mainland, and they were like, no refrigeration needed. The ocean's cold. So yeah.
I can't think of any other colder place they could try. Well, maybe one other place, but still,
well, I mean,
that's something.
And it was weird because it's like the sea life where they were eating all the barnacles off. Like the sea life, they liked it. They were like cleaning it up. They didn't really have to pressure wash it very much when they pulled it up 3 years later.
Jeez.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, cold. Which is odd because one of a state in the United States is known for server farms. Mm-hmm. Almost every company has a big, massive server farm in this one particular state, and the state is a desert, Arizona. Arizona has a crap ton of server architecture out there, and it's a desert. They're paying to refrigerate the inside of these server farms. I just think something about, I don't know if the electricity is cheap there or what, but I don't know. GoDaddy and Google and my old company and my new company and Amazon, they all got server farms out there in Arizona, and it must be economically viable to pay the air conditioning bill in that particular state. I don't know, something's making it.
Exactly. Well, my good buddy Dave Curtis is watching us from Facebook Live. Thanks, Dave.
Oh, hi, Dave. I can barely see you all the way over there on Facebook. I'm monitoring the YouTube chat because I'm a guest. I don't have the super awesome control panel that Robert has that can make me see all of the chat. So if you have a question for me in the chat, my name's Matt, just type it in all caps, and maybe if I squint, I can see your comment.
Well, you probably wouldn't enjoy trying to put out the fire earlier, so just as well.
No, you need some snow. I want a colder. I want a video effect that is cold. It's not hot like fire. Maybe that could be your homework for next time.
Well, I had some dirty snow coming, but it was flying sideways, so I'll have to find something better. I do have I might have Christmas music here, but that'd be a bit of a stretch. But so that's, I think that'll be something, because I imagine although it'd be kind of hard to tell until once people get a hold of clips as to like what are some of the I don't know if I want to say like the kinks as anything that could be a troubleshooting thing that might come up with it. But I mean, if it does what it says, I don't see how it should be any trouble for people to use.
Well, I'll never say there will never be troubleshooting issues with any particular feature, but I mean, this seems like a light touch as far as a development effort. So I'm very hopeful it should be relatively smooth.
Yeah.
I just completed my major web development project. If you want to go off topic, I can talk a little bit about that, because I think it's rather fascinating.
Let's hear it.
All right. And in the chat room, you let me know if what I'm about to say is resonating with you or not, because I think I'm pretty good at the geek to English translations of stuff, but I built what turned out to be a massive website from scratch, every line hand-coded by me, for a book manufacturer. And what the system does is it takes user input about the specifications for a book, what the trim size is, how many pages it is it 1 or 2 color? It's a 1 or 2 color book publisher. It's not a 4-color book publisher. What kind of cover it is it a paperback? And then once all that's in there, it gets approved and then goes through the plant. So then it goes through the printer, it goes through the cutter, it goes through the bindery, it goes to the covers, it goes to the jackets, and so it monitor people check in and check out, and they complete tasks on this, and then at the end, it kicks out an invoice and does the accounts payable. Doesn't do the accounts receivable. So basically, it's a from beginning to almost end. It doesn't do the accounts receivable, but it does every business process but that last one thing. And there are 600 users, about 100 active users at any given time. It's hammered. It does $10 million worth of business a year, and the thing is just pumping. The database I was using, I did it 10 years ago. In 2010, I built this thing, 11 years ago, and no issues. Basically 100% uptime. Went down a couple times because something happened or whatever. Wasn't bad. And Amazon says we have to upgrade the database. You're not allowed to have this older version of the database. Because, like software, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, they're saying we're updating it automatically, whether you like it or not. I was like, uh-oh, for security reasons. Well, I figured out when they updated it, the whole website would break, because you need to use different language to talk to the new version of the database. Like your old code wouldn't work. They had to change all of the functions. And a lot of the functions just have a lowercase I in them. It's the same function, but they just added a lowercase I in the middle. I have no idea why they couldn't just have the old code work. So I had to recode the whole thing. And while I was at it, I updated PHP as well. And then that broke a couple things, so it took 2.5 months to recode this whole thing. And I did it on a duplicate system. So I had to have another server with another database, and I built a duplicate system with another URL, because you can't have the same URL, and then built it and tested it and tested it. It took 2.5 months. There are 600, I wrote this down, there are like 680, no, there's 280 pages. Actually, it's like 2 sites, 280 pages. And each page, has at least 1,000 lines of code. So this is conservatively 250,000 lines of code. More accurately, it's probably more like 300 or 400,000 lines of code. So I had to redo it. I had to have a new SDK for S3. I had to have a new SDK for the email service. The system takes large files and puts it in a secure storage. Like that had to have that feature, and the auto email feature had to have a new SDK in it. And so it was a pain. It went live on Monday, and after it was live, there were 6 bugs, and I solved 5 of them. And then day 2, there were 3 bugs. I solved all 3. And day 3, which is today, there were 2 bugs, and I got both of them. And the one bug that I'm not going to solve, it's not even with the website. I forgot they had a PC, a Windows PC on the plant floor that had UPS World Ship. There's like a software to help you ship packages because it's a book manufacturer. So I got to ship crap.
Right.
They make books. I need to ship them. And this talked to the database. Well, my new database is so secure that you can't connect the World Ship. So now but it's not my database. Like the website runs fine. I forgot. I set this up 9 years ago, World Ship, and they haven't brought it up once. It faded from memory. Like, I got a great memory. I don't know what I did 9 years ago. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what's World Ship? They goes, remember you set that up? I'm like, look at the emails. I set that up in 2012. I'm like, 2012 was 9 years ago. I'm like, I don't know why it's not working. We'll give you the codes to the new database. I'm like, no, you need the codes to get it, but you also need the PEM key. Like, there's this file that the system will give you, and it'll never give it to you twice. It's impossible to generate another. Now, you can copy the file, and you can give it to someone that you trust. But if you don't have that file, you're not getting it. So there's like a super secure way to validate it's you. Like, you got to have that physical document. Not physical, but it's an electronic file. You got to have that file. I have it. The manager at the plant has it. And my web I have a server expert I sometimes use. He's under NDA. He has it. Only 3 people in the world have it. So as long as my web developer doesn't give it to anyone, and he won't because he's a professional, he's under NDA, and the plant manager who hired me isn't going to give it away. He's not going to sabotage because his job depends on the system. And I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to go crazy. So anyway, yeah. So that's what I've been doing all of December, all of January, actually some of November. The last 2 weeks of November, all of December, and all of January, I've been spent doing this. And this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, worked straight. Like I barely slept getting this stuff ready. And then Tuesday, I spent a couple hours on it, and today I had to kill a couple bugs. But man, oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out if you're more punchy or relieved right now.
I'm so glad this is behind me. And I didn't know if it was going to work. Like, I had no idea. Now, it was a test. When I was testing it, it was fine. But you don't know how something's going to behave in 100 people using this thing at one time, banging away at it day after day. And here's the thing. The new site is so much faster. Everyone in the plant's like, "Oh my God, what did you like?" I'm hearing this through my contact. I don't talk to anyone at the plant. I'm a third-party developer. He's like, "Man, so many people have come to me and said it's so much faster. They love it." I was like, "Well, now you have a modern version of PHP. You have a modern MySQL database." Everything's been rewritten. I'm using the new SDK for the email feature. I'm using the new SDK to put files on Amazon's super secure S3 service. Everything is just firing on all cylinders. There was some barcodes that weren't working. I used, sometimes I'm like, oh, how do I do this feature? And I find this like little rinky-dink company that has some free code that will do a super feature. Like, I needed to make barcodes for things. So I did that, and that wasn't working. I'm like, oh crap. So got that working. And a PDF. There's a company that says, oh, if you want to make your own PDFs, install our little software on your server and then call these codes, and you can basically build a PDF page through this software development kit. And I did that, and I'm like, so I set up the barcode thing. I forget how I did that because it was all 10 years ago, and I set up this make your own PDF thing, and I forgot how I did that, but that was working. And oh man, it was one thing after another, but finally got it live, and it's working. It's running, no downtime at all. They didn't miss a beat. And the way they do it is no staff comes in for like 2 shifts on Sunday. So there was like a 14-hour window when the staff was, now the customers there were people in Hawaii that were using it and stuff, like they got locked out while I updated it. But for the most part, it was an uninterrupted service. It's like, think of trying to make a black and white TV into a color TV and doing it without unplugging the TV. Like, that's the complexity that I did here. So,
Suddenly I don't feel so bad saying that we had to use some rabbit ears to get better reception here.
I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video about my ordeal here, how the video's architected, how it takes the user data and puts it in the database, how it sends the emails, how it handles the file uploads, how it renders the PDFs, and it passes files back and forth because they have an older database that they run their accounts payable from. So I put the jobs that shipped into a text file and put it on the server, and that system picks up the text file and ingests the statements into their database, and then they kick out the user information because the publishers change and the user accounts change. They control that. They give me the user and the publisher data, and I take those files and so there's a lot of handoffs back. It's a complicated beast, and man, I'm telling you what. And they have no plans on changing. They tried to update it. Like, they got some sort of corporate software to run the place, and they were going to replace what I wrote. And the software, I think, cost $250,000, and it only did 60% of what I wrote. Like, some of the features I had, they didn't even have.
Right.
And I'm like, well, why would we get rid of what this little guy Matt Haas did for us 10 years ago? So it's just amazing. It's amazing you can create something that is mission critical for this company. It's mission critical. And it only became more mission critical over the years because there were two types of manufacturing paths. There were the big books, so that they would get a book from a new romance novel, and they would order 250,000 copies of 100,000 copies. So that would run on its own track. And then for the shorter run books, they wanted my system. So my system 11 years ago, started just doing the shorter run books. Well, now look at the market. Are printed books really a big thing? I think they're kind of people want the digital and they want other thing. So now almost all of their business is the short run books, which is my system. Where 10 years ago I was only getting like 10% of the pie. Now I'm 90% of the pie. So it's amazing. You can create something that can be that beneficial. It's just crazy.
Maybe it'll work out that when you get access to the clips, that you'll be able to use that towards the videos that you may create about this. So,
yeah, well, because I'm gonna structure the video like why I did what I did, and I'm gonna do the architecture of the system, and then I'm gonna do the upgrade path and the challenges that happen in the upgrade. So there's gonna be like 3 discrete parts. And there could be like little golden nuggets that you might want to clip out on that. Like if you only wanted the part about how to make the PHP SDK work for the email system, that could be a 60-second clip out. Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I see the wheels turning.
Hey, you want to see something awesome?
Let's see it.
This is a magnet, and that is the keychain. Thank you for these goodies you sent me.
Oh, you're welcome. It answers the question if it came in today. So.
Yeah. Yep. It came in yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
And thank you for that.
No, my pleasure.
You gave me 2 of these. One of them's on my file cabinet, which is metal. I put all my content creator magnets over there, and I got this extra one here. which I'd like. Thank you.
Oh no, my pleasure. It's just pretty neat. We cause like when we did the coasters from last year, in which there's a description and link for those that are interested to get these. We had them made by Sticker Mule, and they had that. I think they had that keychain offer, and so we got some of those made. So, and credit goes to my brother for putting together the design there.
You see what I'm doing here?
You hitting the play button?
No. Look, it's got this film on it.
Oh.
Did you take your film off, the one that you kept for yourself?
I didn't even know that's what it was. I thought it was just like it was for production.
No, now it's much clearer. Yeah, they have film on them. See, I got the same product. Yeah, you have to take the film off. You don't have to, but you can. It just now it's crisp and clear. Well, if my lens sees eyeballs, it focuses on the eyeballs. Like if I cover my eyes, it should. Well, maybe not. Well, this is clear. That's not helping it. But anyway,
it's just the lens doing goofy things there. But no, I'm glad you liked it. Just that it was fun to be able to. Oh, I think I got a sneeze coming. No, it went away. Now it's coming back.
Swag is interesting. I mean, I wish people were like, it's, a lot of times, I mean, I wish people were just ravenous over this stuff, but the reality is most people don't want an Awesome Wood Things sticker. But for those that ask for it, I'm glad to have cool stuff to give them, because some people do really like it, but it's not.
I forgot to post an image, but so I gave some of the extra stickers to my brother, and there's like a popular sign that's on near where he lives in Maine. It's like some intersection of 2 different routes, and I think it's just like a regular road sign. But on the back of it, there's so much stickers there that people like to put to advertise. So off the record, on the record, I wouldn't recommend people to do this, but off the record, free publicity. So it was like on an empty road, like really late at night. He just pulled over and slapped the ShaLaLaLa sticker on it. He said, "Hey, guess what I did?" He just took a picture of it. He had to get it twice because I think the first time kind of came out dark, but it's just kind of pretty neat just to see like what many people do that just find an interesting place to post the sticker. But yeah. It's pretty neat, but no, I'm glad the keychains and the magnets came in there. So, thank goodness, because I didn't know like how the post office are these days, but I guess they're doing better than earlier.
Yeah, there were a few days where no mail was delivered, and that hasn't happened for a short while now. So it's from my limited view, it seems like they're doing okay, but you never know.
Yeah. Whereas I would usually
I got 2 friends that work for the post office, a couple towns over.
Okay.
And one's going to retire in 2023. You can believe that. Damn. Friends are getting
here before you know it.
I'd like to retire at 60. That would be fun. I don't know if I can make it that early.
I'm trying not to do the math because I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, we're the same age. You're 50, right?
Yeah, I know. Because like when you say that, that's not like. Whoa, wait a minute. That's not too. Like, still, it's still getting a little used to. I'm still grasping the half century mark. So.
Well, once I cash in my GameStop stock, GameStop stock.
I don't know what it's at now, but it's not what it was when it was first released. That's for sure. I mean, when it first went up, but it's crazy, man. But uh, um, yeah, I think that's about it. So, I mean, pretty much. You're checking the price of GameStop. We spare no expense in terms of diversifying the topics that we talk about today, but no, I mean it's pretty cool to be able to hear about all about it with the YouTube clips there. But I was gonna say like I think that's everything, but I mean, were there any final thoughts that you want to add, Matt?
My final thoughts are GameStop. GameStop is at $89.44 at the close of market. Wow, it was up to 200 or 300. Woo, that's a crazy ride.
Yep.
Look at that. That's insane. Do this. See that? Holy cow.
Let me see if I can get that there for you. Oops, that didn't work.
Nope, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Okay, so for folks viewing at home, that's a 10-foot pole, not to be mistaken with a 15-foot pole or a 20-foot pole, for that matter. So, and if for those of you that are watching it now, you can catch the replay on our on Matt's explanation on YouTube clips. I'll put the time marker on there, and I think that's about it. So. Oh wait. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Other than that, just the usual wrap-ups. You can find Matt on all things YouTube. Ring the bell to subscribe. There it is. And as always, a couple of last minute stuff I forget. If I can get the work. There's the information there again regarding information to learn about at this point any updates with Black Lives Matter and with the NAACP. And again, if folks needing help with their live streaming efforts in terms of helping out the Frontliners, whether it's supporting them with their efforts or anything in terms of fundraising, just reach out to me and click on the link in the description below. And oops, hit the wrong one. All right, that's about it. So again, thanks again, Matt, for giving the 411 on YouTube clips. As to what we'll do next week, as I say, it'll be a game time decision. We'll know when we know. So, on that note, thanks again for watching, everyone, and be safe. You've been watching Verbose Wednesday from me and Matt. Take it easy.
Good night.